Oh no. Oh god. That's better. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Oh wow. So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you everyone that watched my first video back in a minute. Part of me was very nervous about it. Part of me was very part of me was a little just like apprehensive. You know, I think we all have that little like devil that's like on one side of our shoulder that's like telling us that we're, you know, not worth it, or like why would people care, etc., etc. And I feel like I received like such a good response to coming back to YouTube, and it seems like people were really excited about it, which made me even more excited. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched and took the time out of their day to just like give it a like and support and like share on their story. And it really meant a lot to me because I truly wasn't expecting much from it, you know? So thank you, thank you, thank you. And speaking on the, you know, like, what am I saying? I'm losing my words. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about like something that was kind of mentioned in the last video, but I kind of want to like talk about it in depth today because something happened that really like triggered it. But being a perfectionist really sucks. And although I've grown out of the idea of like, I need to be perfect for everyone, I've kind of like let go of that. But in my head, I still feel like I need to be a perfectionist for myself sometimes. I think as of late, I've really been trying to tap into things that I've always wanted to do, but maybe didn't get the chance to do or was held back from doing. One of those things being dance. Anyone that knows me knows how much I love to dance. Like anytime I go out, I'm literally just drenched in sweat by the end of the night because I am that bitch that's literally in a corner, sometimes by myself, just like giving it my all and dancing and doing the things. And growing up, very much the same thing. Like I love dancing at family parties, at birthday parties, at, you know, any event. And it was something that I wanted to do as like a hobby, like how, you know, kids have, you know, swim classes or piano classes or whatever. Like I really wanted to do dance. And there was a couple of times that like I did dance classes throughout my life, but there were some things that kind of prevented me from really going like full force with it. And I think, you know, there was just a lot of hesitation around me being like the only boy in a class and, you know, not being surrounded by girls because like that's kind of like that was me growing up. Like I always had girlfriends and I was always around girls, and I think part of my family was scared of that because, you know, our kid's gonna make fun of me, etc., etc. And I honestly think that that prevented me from really tapping into dance and going full force with it. And who knows, like I feel like it could have been like a career for me just because I love it so much. And so recently I have been, you know, putting myself out there. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen like I've posted some reels and TikToks and things, and I've even taken some dance classes. And most recently I took a dance class with my boyfriend, and I was really, really excited about it. I was just like, we were dancing to Wild Side by Normani, and like anyone that's like a human on this earth that has been listening to that song for the past like 2 weeks. And I was just really excited about it because like I love the song, like I love the choreo in the video, and even though it wasn't gonna be the same choreo, I was really excited to dance to it and to perform and just, you know, do the things. So the dance class started, you know, like I've realized that although like I have rhythm and I can move and I, you know, at the club I look good, sometimes it is hard for me to pick up on like serious choreography. Like, however, I can like tell you or even like do like a lot of choreography from like people that I love. Like I can like front to back go through like Britney Spears' circus tour, just like weird shit like that, like things that have just stuck in my memory, or like the slave fruit dance, or just like pieces of content that I've just like studied throughout my life that I've just like retained in my brain. But for some reason, when I'm in it and in a class, sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to pick up on things. Like there's somewhat of a disconnect between my brain and my body, and then I get very frustrated. And in that class, I got really frustrated with myself, to the point where like and I'm getting emotional about it, I was like counting down the minutes until the class was over. Like I was just so, just like I was beating myself up inside, and I was just so mad that like I couldn't get the steps and everyone else was doing it. The class ended, I felt internally very defeated, and I think my boyfriend, Eddie, definitely saw that, and he could see that something was wrong and something was off. And we went to go eat dinner right after, and I was just like very quiet throughout the car ride, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." You know, just like wasn't my best, you know, but I was just keeping words to a minimum, because I'm also a person that, you know, likes to fight my own battles, and some things like I just like deal with on my own versus like putting them onto other people to like help me get through, because sometimes I just like don't want to be a burden in people's lives. So we get to dinner and we order food, and we're sitting there, and I'm just like quiet, and I can sense that he is sensing that something is wrong. And I apologize for my mood, because I never want, you know, my significant other to think that it's their fault or whatever, because I'm very familiar with that feeling. I just like apologized, and I was like, you know, I think that sometimes like the perfectionist in me like somewhat bites me in the ass and like kind of takes over my body, to the point where it's like I get so frustrated that I just shut down. And, you know, I like to be in uncomfortable situations where I'm pushing myself, but sometimes when I feel like I'm not doing well or excelling, it just like really gets to me, because like I feel like I need to do well at everything that I do. And at that dinner, like I just like broke down into tears. I was like giving very much Erica Jane, like trying to hold back, because like I didn't want to cry, because it felt stupid that I was crying over not picking up all the moves in a dance class. But in that moment, it kind of clicked, and I realized like as a kid, it's something that I wanted so bad to do, and I feel like I never fully got the opportunity to do so. Now, being 27 years old and trying to, you know, go on this path where I'm exploring all these passions that I've had in life that I've never fully like paid attention to, it almost becomes a little bit frustrating at times, because it's like in my head I'm like, I know I should be good, like I should be fucking great, I should be a great dancer, I should be able to pick up on all these things quickly, I should, so why is it not happening? And in that moment, it was like the weirdest like cathartic release, because I was like, in many ways, like little Dem like wishes that he could have, you know, gone to those dance classes and been the only boy. And, you know, like who knows what my life could have turned out to if I was pushed and encouraged to follow some of the things that I wanted to do. And that made me really upset, because I was just like, fuck, like I've just been living this life of like, you know, avoiding all the things that I love and not fully letting go and going for them because of what people might say, or what my family might say, or, you know, because it's too girly, or because of this and that. And I didn't want people to like, you know, talk about me or think that I'm gay because I wanted to dance. And here we are, 27 years old, and all those things came true that people, I guess, were so worried about. And I'm here left with this feeling of like, I wish I could have done more, you know, like I wish I could have just like said, you know what, fuck it, like I don't care, like I don't care what people are gonna think about me, I don't care if I'm the only boy in that dance class, like I'm just gonna do it because it's something that I love. And yeah, like it was just like a really weird aha moment, and I wasn't expecting to become so emotional. I wasn't expecting to become emotional now talking about it, but it just really made me realize that like sometimes, you know, being a perfectionist just truly is just the worst thing. And it's something that I've been trying to, you know, work on, because it's like, I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be amazing right away. Like this is something that like, yes, I love, and I love to dance, but you know, this form of dancing and like taking dance classes and learning choreography is new to me. And like, it's not something that you just pick up on in 2.5 seconds. And I need to give myself grace and allow myself to fuck up and to just get back up and try again. I think that's the overall message of this video, is like, you know, yes, there are things that we wish we could be better at and that we could be doing, and so just go after it and fucking do it, you know? Because like, if you don't do it, no one's going to tell you, no one's going to push you to do it. Like, yes, you may have like supporters and people be like, yeah, you should do it, it's amazing, blah, 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 but like, you have to take the initiative and the steps to go after the things that you want in life. And this moment the other day made me realize that like, I need to stop saying one day or whatever, and just fucking do. And if I'm not perfect at it, that's okay, because no one's meant to be perfect in life. Yeah, being a perfectionist truly does suck at times, and it's my own worst enemy, and I'm my own worst enemy. But I'm really glad that I was able to open up about that, especially to my boyfriend, and like be vulnerable, because I feel like a lot of times I hold stuff like that in because I'm just like, why would people care? That's kind of why I wanted to talk about it on this video today, just because I know that there are so many people out there that, you know, have these dreams and these aspirations, and you know, you may try it out and it may not go as planned, so you think, okay, then it's not for me, like, let me give it up. But I guess this is my message to you, to tell you to not give up and to fucking just do it, you know? And give it your all, and know that it's okay to not be amazing right off the bat, because we're all fucking human and we're all gonna make mistakes, and you know, it's those mistakes that kind of lead us to like the next great thing. So yeah, that's essentially it. I wanted to share that story with you guys. If you can relate, like, let me know. I would love to hear like some of your guys' stories, like whether you wanna like leave it down in the comments, DM me, whatever. Would be happy to chat about it. Thank you guys for listening to me rant for like 12 minutes, and there will be more content, less sit-downy videos and more other shit coming your way soon. Definitely gonna do some hair things soon, because anyone that knows me knows that I get bored after like 2 weeks of the same haircut. So more to come. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you want, follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever, at Life as Dem. And I will see you guys next time. Love ya.